The CouncilTree, narrated by Cole Lohman. In the faraway days of this floating island, there grew one stately tree that branched beyond the range of vision. Perpetually laden with fruit and blossoms, the air was fragrant with its perfume, and the people gathered to its shade where councils were held. One day, the great ruler said to his people, "We will make a new place where another people may grow. Under our council tree is a great cloud sea which calls for our help. It is lonesome. It knows no rest and calls for light. We will talk to it. The roots of our council tree point to it and will show the way." Having commanded that the tree be uprooted, the great ruler peered into the depths where the roots had guided, and summoned Ata-en-Sik, who was with child, bade her look down. Ata-en-Sik saw nothing, but the great ruler knew that the sea voice was calling, and bidding her carry its life, wrapped around her a great ray of light and sent her down into the cloud sea. Ha-nu-na, the turtle. Dazzled by the descending light enveloping Ata-en-Sik, there was great consternation among the animals and birds inhabiting the cloud sea, and they counseled in alarm. "If it falls, it may destroy us," they cried. "Where can it rest?" asked the duck. "Only the Oeda, earth, can hold it," said the beaver. "The Oeda which lies at the bottom of our waters, and I will bring it." The beaver went down, but never returned. Then the duck ventured, but soon its dead body floated to the surface. Many of the divers had tried and failed when the muskrat, knowing the way, volunteered to obtain it, and soon returned bearing a small portion in his paw. "But it is heavy," he said, "and will grow fast. Who will bear it?" The turtle was willing, and the Oeda was placed in his hard shell. Having received a resting place for the light, the water birds, guided by its glow, flew upward and received the woman on their widespread wings, bore her down to the turtle's back. And Ha-nu-na, the turtle, became the earth-bearer. When he stirs, the sea rises in great waves, and when restless and violent, earthquakes yawn and devour. Ata-en-Sik, the Sky Woman. The Oeda grew rapidly and had become an island when Ata-en-Sik, hearing voices under her heart, one soft and soothing, the other loud and contentious, knew that her mission to people the island was nearing. To her solitude, two lives were coming, one peaceful and patient, the other restless and vicious. The latter, discovering light under his mother's arm, thrust himself through to contentions and strife. The right-born entered life for freedom and peace. These were the Duya-da-no, the twin brothers, spirits of good and evil. For knowing their powers, each claimed dominion, and a struggle between them began. Hagwe-diyu, claiming the right to beautify the island, while Hagwe-da-et-ga, determined to destroy. Each went his way, and where peace had reigned, discord and strife prevailed. The sun, moon, and stars. At the birth of Hagwe-diyu, his sky mother, Ata-en-Sik, had died, and the island was still dim in the dawn of its new life when, grieving at his mother's death, he shaped the sky with the palm of his hand, and creating the sun from her face, lifted it there, saying, "You shall rule here where your face will shine forever." But Hagwe-da-et-ga set darkness in the west sky, to drive the sun down behind it. Hagwe-diyu then drew forth from the breast of his mother the moon and the stars, and led them to the sun as her sister who would guard the night sky. He gave to the earth her body, its great mother, from whom was to spring all life. All over the land, Hagwe-diyu planted towering mountains, and in the valleys set high hills to protect the straight rivers as they ran to the sea. But Hagwe-da-et-ga wrathfully sundered the mountains, hurling them far apart, and drove the high hills into the wavering valleys, bending the rivers as he hunted them down. Hagwe-diyu set forests on the high hills, and on the low plains fruit-bearing trees and vines to wing their seeds to the scattering winds. But Hagwe-da-et-ga gnarled the forest besetting the earth, and led monsters to dwell in the sea, and herded hurricanes in the sky, which frowned with mad tempests that chased the sun and the stars.